Every year I like to do a video from my dad's garden and show you guys what he's growing, and this year is no different. So let's do that. I'm starting off here in the greenhouse, and yeah, let's take a look. Let me spin the camera around. We got tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. Now he's asked me to tell you guys that he made a balls up this year. He wanted to plant Shirley tomatoes instead. He got the wrong seeds planted. I think the majority of these are going to be like a cherry tomato, which he's not particularly happy with, because he does like, as he calls it, a real tomato like a Shirley. Over in this corner we have got cucumbers. He always grows a cucumber plant or two. A couple of years ago, you'll remember, I got myself into a bit of trouble on a YouTube video by mentioning his cucumber plants, and certain viewers took offence at my remarks. Well, sod them, is what I say. A green pepper plant. There. Here. And down here. Oh, and another one here. All looking okay. This jobby here, again a tomato plant, and I'm guessing more like a money maker style tomato plants. Yeah, so that's some greenhouse this year. As he said, it's been a bit of a weird growing season this year because we had such a cold and wet May, and it's set everything back, and he's made a couple of mistakes in the seed sowing process by not sowing the ones he wanted to. But yeah, we all make mistakes, don't we? Anyway, that's the greenhouse in a nutshell. Moving up to the back part of his garden, we can see the runner beans having a go. I reckon they're a month behind what they should be because of that wet and cold May. Just means he'll be getting runner beans later on in the year. Rhubarb. Broad beans. Fennel. Let me have a quick sniff at that. Definitely fennel. Aniseed. Strong flavour there. Strong scent. We got beetroot, and it looks like he's taken a few, do you think cabbage maybe? And there we have lettuce along here, and there it seems. Globe artichokes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. So in a couple of weeks time, maybe just a week's time, the bees will be getting stuck into this. And there, I'm guessing some kind of herbalicious. And that's it for his back little plot. This is his relatively new shed that he's had. You may remember from a video last year I showed you the base that we were busy laying, myself, my dad and my brother-in-law. I think in that video we hadn't finished it. It was sort of like 75% complete, but that last section there still had to be finished. Well, it's finished now, and the shed has been erected. So look here, we've got another tomato plant, and guess what? another one at the end there. Let's walk around the edge here, side of his shed. And this is the base that me and my dad are currently working on. It's for his greenhouse, which he's going to shift from one end of the garden to here. As you can see, we've still got one more row of slabs and a bit to fit in, which we hope to do in the next week or so long as the weather holds out. This is my mum and dad's cat, Molly. There we go, having a sniff. She's 18 years old, little Molly. Oh, hey, there you go. Hey, look up here. Anyway, that's their cat. We'll have a quick whiz round his garden now and check out his flowers. I wish I'd done this segment of the video about 3 weeks ago when everything was in full bloom and looking really colourful. A few of them are starting to kind of go over now, so it is what it is. Anyway, let's get and check some of them out. Up the top end here, it's got his fern, some really nice looking achillea and some dahlias. Bit of lavender, more achillea, which have kind of started to splay out a bit. His rose bush, as you can see, they need deadheading going over a bit. Moving on to this little rose bush here. Again, like I said, just going over. Like I said, about 3 weeks ago, it was looking really hot and enormous. Now this looks like a bunch of nothing, maybe even a weedy mess, but I promise you, a couple of weeks ago, all these, what would you call them? All these orange style Californian poppies were in full bloom, and it was a fantastic sea of orange. Really was spectacular. But like I said, they've gone over now. Onto one of his main flower beds. You can see all this Nicotiana is in full bloom. This Achillea is still having a go. The lily has gone over now. A couple of weeks ago, they were putting on a show. And then we've got the sedums here. Alright, we're moving on to this big bundle of begonias. Looking really impressive. There we go. How nice is that? And then onto the next pot. Got some dahlias yet to bloom. And his blueberry bush, I mean, that is ridiculous. This blueberry bush always knocks it out the park every year. It's just laden with berries. Fantastic. Onto a few planted pots. And then finally, more begonias, yellow and I don't know, orange and red. Well, there we go, that's another roundup and visit paid to my dad's garden. We've checked out the flowers and the greenhouse. So yeah, we'll do the same again next year. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you for joining me. If you have, remember to hit that like button if you've liked the video, share it, subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please do comment down below. And until the next one, bye for now.